All right, so line down each you did. Oh no. Your bracelet. Oh no. All right, you pick that up and I'm gonna go ahead and you catch up, okay? All right, so on this side, f of g of x, remember this? This side, g of f of x, okay? Thanks, Trace. Do we remember this? Yeah? Okay, so on the left side, what am I going to write down first? What function do I see first? F or do I see F or do I see G first? F. What's F? Somebody read it to me. What's f of x? Good, x minus 4. Now, what do I see here? What did I just highlight? What do I see here? G of x, okay? So for those of you that were not here, when you see whatever's in that parentheses, you're plugging that function into x, okay? So that whole function is now going to replace x, okay? So now for x, I'm going to plug in 7x plus 10. Super important to not forget that minus 4, okay? That's super important. Now, what's my last step for this problem? What do I have to do to simplify this? Thank you. And what's my like terms here? Good. So 7x minus 6. That's your answer, okay? 10 minus 4 is 6. Now, with the right side, what function do I see first, g or f? G, okay? What's G? Good. What?
Why is it negative 6?
Oh, my bad. Thank you for catching that. See, we all make mistakes. Okay, so you told me that G was first. Now I'm going to highlight. What am I plugging in? Good. What's f of x? Okay, so I replaced my x with x minus 4. You replace your x, okay? Good? Yeah? What's my next step? Because I can't leave it like this. What do I do next? Starts with the word, the word starts with a D. Thank you. Distribute. What's 7 times x? What's 7 times negative 4? Somebody yell it out. You got to be loud. Thank you. Plus 10. What do I do here? Good. I'm going to combine. Somebody tell me what negative 28 plus 10 is. Good. Now, can we do this next one on our own? I can come and check. I'll set it up. Yeah? So left side, f of g of x. Right side, g of f of x. Then you're going to go ahead and solve. Okay, plug in, write what you need. Remember, first step is to write down what what function you see first. Okay, raise your hand when you're done. Good. 9:30. Bridget. Good. So first step is to write down the first function you see. So first I want you to write f and g of x and then g of x. this? Good, 18x. What's 6 times 1? Good, but can we multiply this? Can you do that? Good, now distribute. For those of you that were not here, over here I'm going to write the steps, okay? So you can write these down. So the three of you that were not here, write these down. Okay, those are the 4 steps you need. So Yusuf, Aiden, and I do in class and G in the other class. Do you think it's going to get to you? And then G in the other class. Just give me a thumbs up when the 3 of you are done writing those steps down, okay? Or you can put your pencil down, I don't know. Can I go ahead and do those 2 problems while you guys are writing? You can write and listen? Yeah? Okay. So number 4, what function do I first see on the left side? F. What's my f of x? What's f? Thank you. Someone besides Rielda, what am I plugging in? What is my inside function? What am I replacing x with? Good. Okay. Now here I have to distribute. 6 times 3x is 18x. 6 times 1 is 6. We okay there? Aiden, you good? I know it's new to you. Yusuf, you okay? Okay. All right, on to the next side. What's my first function that I see? G. What's G? Good. 3x plus 1. We found that here. Okay? Now, somebody besides Rielda, somebody besides Hillary. What am I plugging in? Which equation is inside my parentheses? What am I replacing f with? What am I replacing x with? Thank you, Chase. Okay? Everyone see that? We understand that? All I did was replace x with my g of x function. Good? Ooh. Okay. Now here is important. I can multiply this, right? 3 times 6x. But can I multiply 3 times 1? Am I distributing 3 times 1? No. Why? You know why? Why? Good. Lola said it's on the parentheses. And she's 100% correct. Okay? Sound good? Can I scroll up? Or do we still need that up there? Good? Yeah? Okay. All right, so on to this. Now, this is a little important. This is a little different, okay? So now, rather than plugging in a function, we're going to plug in numbers, okay? You're going to plug in a number. So, in this case, it is telling me to plug in 2, right? Whatever I see in this parentheses after is what I'm going to plug in. So what we did on our last lesson was function operations, right? Does this look similar? Or is this? And this? The same thing? Are these the same thing? No. Okay? This first one on the left side is function operation. Okay? Remember, this stands for function composition. Okay? So those two things are not the same. Okay? So now when we look at our problem here, I'm going to use both. Okay? So first step is I want you to write down f of 2 plus g of 2. Okay? What this is saying is evaluate f at 2 and then add when you evaluate g at 2. Okay? So it's saying f of 2 plus g of 2. So next step I want you to write down is, what is your f? Don't plug anything in yet, but what is my f? What's my f of x? 2x. What's my g of x? Okay, that's what I want you to do first, every time. Write down your functions. Now, what number do you think I'm going to plug in for x? 2. Okay, so every time I see an x, I'm going to write a 2. Everybody see what I did? Anyone have questions? Please do not hesitate to ask. Now, with composition, what's really important is not really as much as combining like terms, but PEMDAS, okay? What comes first in PEMDAS and that we see here? Good. So in another way, parentheses means what? Good. So here, what is 2 times 2? Ooh. Thank you. 4 plus 2 plus 4. Somebody tell me what it is. We see how we did that? Yeah? Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, now we have h of 2 minus g of 2. So it's important on this one that we use what? What word? Starts with a P. What do we use? on the second function. Parentheses. Okay? So first thing, I want you to write down h of x, okay? 5 minus x minus parentheses x plus 4. Now, remember, when we have a subtraction here, we have to distribute this subtraction sign. Okay? It has to be distributed. Now, there's two ways you can do this. Okay? You can either distribute now, and that be your next step, or you can plug in first and then distribute. Okay? I personally think plugging in first and then distributing is easier. Okay? So what am I going to plug in for x? Thank you, 2. So I have 5 minus 2 minus 2 plus 4. Now, Giuliano told me before that parentheses comes first, right, in PEMDAS? So what am I going to do first? I'm going to add, right? 2 plus 4 is 6. Now you distribute that negative, okay? So this positive 6 now becomes a negative 6. And then you're just going to go ahead and do the math for that. So somebody go ahead and do the math. 5 minus 2 minus 6.
So why is the G in parentheses?
Because with subtraction, we always put it in parentheses. Remember from function operation? Second one always goes in parentheses. Negative 3. That's my answer. Yusuf, we okay over there? I see a confused look on your face. No? Aiden? You okay? Positive? Kayla? Good? Guys good back there? Left side? Yeah? Right side? Okay. All right. Next page, right? Okay, you guys are just going to have to read me off the equations, okay? So, now, with multiplication, the same thing. I'm just writing with multiplication now. Okay? Somebody tell me what f is. 2x times, somebody tell me what h is. Is it 5 minus x? Okay. Now we can use parentheses, which I like better. Okay? I tend to use parentheses. Now, before you multiply anything, before you want to go and distribute, plug in. It's so much easier. Okay? Plug in. So what am I plugging in every time I see x? Okay? Now, before you go and multiply, you need to do something first. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? Not yet. PEMDAS. What comes first? Parentheses, okay? So, if we could do it this way. What's 2 times 2? What's 5 minus 2? 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay? We see that? We're okay there? All right, with division. I know when we were doing function operations, we weren't solving, but this is much easier now because you're just putting in numbers, okay? So, how I want you to set it up is h of 2 all over g of 2. Okay? Now, my h of 2 was 5 minus x. My g of 2 was x plus 4. Or those were my functions, okay? I got that from the page before. I just didn't pull that out anywhere. Now what am I going to do? What am I replacing? The x with 2, okay? So 5 minus 2 all over 2 plus 4. I'm going to get a fraction. What's it going to be? Thank you. Now, can that be simplified? 2. Do we all see how I did that? Are we okay there? I will go over it again. Please raise your hand if you don't understand, or if you're confused with something. No? We're good? Okay. Oh, 2. Okay, so I want you guys to do these 6 by yourself. For the 3 of you that weren't here, please ask me questions, okay? If you don't understand, I'll come over and I'll show you one, and then you can kind of do the rest on your own. But follow those steps that I gave you for the first 4, okay? The first 4 are the first steps that I gave you. The last 2 are just function operations, okay? You're not plugging anything in. You're doing f of x plus g of x for 5. If you want to write it down, you can. For 6, you're doing g of x plus g of x. You are not plugging any numbers in. You are just adding the functions, okay? All right, go ahead and start on those. Get at least one done. Can I start? Okay, so the first function I see in here is f of x, right? What am I plugging in? What am I replacing? X with what? Sorry? What am I replacing x with? Come on. Yell it out. Thank you. Please, 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 please don't make me call on you. Don't want to have to do that. I hate doing that, okay? So when I ask a question, somebody just yell it out, or else I'm going to have to start pointing people out. I don't want to do that, okay? What's my next step? Huh? Okay. 3 times 4 is 12x. 3 times 4x is 12x. Can I distribute to that negative 1? No. Okay, now with number 2, it's not a typo. I don't want you to freak out. Okay? The same thing we've been doing. You're just using g of x twice. Okay? So, what's my first? Thank you, 4x. What am I replacing this x with? Good. Now, super important, the word replace. The word replace, that means that x goes away. This x needs to go away. We cannot write an x down here. Okay? That x needs to go away. So, what's my next? Good. 4 times 4x is 16x. Right? That x needs to go away. Am I good to go to the next? Yeah? You guys are going to have to read me off the problems, okay? So, first one. What do I see first? G of x is 4, right? 4x. What am I replacing this x with? Thank you. So 4 parentheses 3x minus 1. What's next? Thank you. 4 times 3x. Now I can distribute to this 1, right? 4 times negative 1. Thank you. We good? Okay, same thing. What do I see first? What's F? Okay, someone besides Rielda, what am I replacing X with? Good. So, this is important. Parentheses, 3x minus 1. Do not forget that 1 at the end. It's very easy to forget. Now go ahead and solve. Somebody yell it out. What's 3 times 3x? 3 times 3x. 3 times negative 1. Huh? What's my answer? Austin, you raise your hand.
No.
Okay, so what's the answer?
9x minus 4.
Good. Remember, those x's have to go away. We cannot leave them there, okay? Now the bottom two, like I said, are just function operation. Okay, so f of x plus g of x. My f of x is 3x minus 1 plus 4x. All I do here is combine like terms. Okay, 3x and 4x. Thank you, minus 1. That's your answer. This is what we did last week, okay? Now, this side is g of x plus g of x. What's g of x? Plus 4x. What's my answer? Now, I don't have an exponent here, right? Because I'm adding. They're just like terms. Okay, we're not going to do that back page. I don't think I need to do it. No. Okay, so ignore the back page. We're going to do a little game, okay? So, I need everybody to come up here and get one at a time, so you're not on top of each other, a board and a marker.